Hey, Megan Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show coming through from this most amazing medieval garden, joined by Sinead McDonnell, Environmental Officer here in Limerick Council. This is incredible.
Isn't it lovely? And we have a very particular reason for bringing you to the Medieval Garden one. This was a winner in 2014 in the Bloom competition, the National Bloom competition, and then brought here to Merchants Quay. But this year, a lot of our focus on planting schemes with Limerick Going for Gold, as in the Tidy Towns competition, particularly the national competition, will be on perennials and bedding plants. In other words, pollinators. So food for bees and butterflies and the like.
And because I should say that is why we're here to chat all about going for gold. It's incredible. Limerick is going for gold. So what do we need to do?
Okay, well, as a general person in the population, what you need to do is, number one, not litter. Number two, help any of the volunteers you see out there within your community who are doing litter picks or planting or watering or anything like that they're doing, to give them the hand and support. And don't just go, oh, you're doing a great job. Actually lend a hand there with that. So we have 5 categories in Going for Gold this year. We have the Limerick Going for Gold Tidy Towns category. You have to be an entrant in the 2019 Tidy Towns National Competition to be in that. We have the Limerick Be Friendly in Bloom. So we're looking for blooms, but we want them to be friendly. It's not that there can't be any bedding plants, but we're not looking for solely bedding plants. Then we have a residential areas category. And after that, we have the Endeavour category. And I'm missing one, the Best Front Garden category.
Oh,
okay, and that Best Front Garden is sponsored by the Parkway Shopping Centre.
So when you say front garden, is that anyone's front garden?
It's anyone's front garden. It has to be visible from a public road. And the notion is if I'm minding my garden, I give other people a lift and I incentivise them to mind gardens too. We're very lucky in Limerick with the sponsorship of the McManus Charitable Foundation. So the prize fund this year for Limerick Going for Gold will be 60,000 plus. So it's huge money, and we're very lucky. We're one of the only local authorities in the country to be able to offer that to our groups, but it is thanks to the Charitable Foundation. That's 100% funded by them. All of the grants, all of the groups that have participated and are entered into this year's competitions, they all have received grants, and the grants can vary depending on the project or the size of the group, from 200 to maybe 2,500 or so, and about 72,000 has been paid out in grants so far. So in that sense, everybody's a winner. Not everybody might be a winner on the very end, but everybody's a winner that night.
It's absolutely incredible. And just speaking there about, the gardens that are on show, I know there's so many people who are so proud of their gardens and really love a chance to enter a competition like this.
Absolutely. And the application form is on our limerick.ie site, but it will also be available from the Parkway Shopping Centre. And in fairness to the Parkway, they actually manage that competition themselves. They accept the entries in, they judge it, with some assistance from the post actually normally. So that's a lovely competition, and it is about helping to lift areas, helping to lift people's spirits as well, and just that connection.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Now, it's funny, actually, I'm talking to you today, and just last week I was speaking to Helen of Team Limerick Cleanup about Plastic Free July and how we can all do our bit to basically pick up all the rubbish and to stop wasting so much plastic.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And the single-use plastics is just the bane, and single-use items are the bane of any Tidy Towns volunteer's life, be it Helen and her team in the city or any of the teams across the county. So I would very strongly ask people to use a reusable bottle. We're working on a refill initiative with groups, with businesses across the city, that businesses would have a sticker on them just saying, we'll refill your bottle if you need it. And also disposable coffee cups, to not use the disposable coffee cup and have a reusable cup. And a lot of people say, oh, well, have you got a cup for me? And we have certainly distributed them in the past, and no doubt we will again, but they're available all over the place now. An awful lot of the coffee shops are doing them themselves. Even some of the hotels in Limerick are doing them themselves. So there's a lot of options out there. All the grocery stores, the supermarkets, they're there to be found, and I would just encourage as many people as possible to use them. And if you don't drink coffee yourself or tea yourself, don't be afraid to give it as a present to somebody who does.
Do you know what? There's no excuse. As you said, nowadays, every time you walk into a shop, there are reusable coffee cups for sale. So exactly, no excuses. Now, I have to say that if there's anyone out there that would maybe like to get involved in some way or volunteer in some way, well, what can they do to help?
Well, one, they could link in with their local Tidy Towns group. If in terms of the city centre, now the city centre doesn't compete against the other groups in Going for Gold, but if you're looking to assist with the city centre group, they have a wonderful Facebook page and a Twitter account, and they meet on Sunday mornings, and they meet on Wednesday evenings near the White House pub. Sometimes that changes to the Strand Hotel if they're doing an initiative with Limerick GAA, as they have been doing recently. So to check the Facebook page there. In terms of our other groups, a lot of them do have Facebook pages or Twitter accounts, but if you're out in the county and you want to link in with somebody, by all means call us here in Limerick City and County Council, and we'll try and link you up with the nearest Tidy Towns group. Groups are always looking for help. The other thing is just keep your eye out. If you see somebody out doing their bit, help them. Offer to help, say hello, and it's a great way to meet neighbours. I met some of my very close neighbours doing a litter pick, you know.
That's the thing about it, I think. It's in growing up as well with Tidy Towns myself, it's a sense of community, and it is, as you said, get to know your neighbours, get to help each other out, and make your place look like a nice tidy place to live.
Absolutely. And Tidy Towns has grown, and it changes from year to year, and it's a competition that has real environmental integrity now as well. It's not just about being pretty, it's about doing the right things by the environment as well, and it's very all-encompassing. So, there's a community aspect to it as well, as you said, getting to know your neighbours, getting out, being active, making connections with people, making a connection with nature. It's all good. It's all good.
It is. It's absolutely incredible. All I'll say is thanks so much for chatting to the Limerick Post, and of course Limerick Going for Gold. Let's do it. Let's all help out and get the gold for Limerick.
Thanks very much, Meghann.